And we're back again, still exploring the very depths of the evil vault designed for Project Plant Zombie Supreme. Which I'm just gonna tell everyone that's what they called it when I get back. No one will know I am a terrible fibber. You know what's not Supreme though? Supreme Pizza, I never really got that. Oh hey, a computer! Let's see what's on it. Oh, a whole bunch of stuff, okay. Case 162. Dr. Peters is suffering from a severe case of pneumonia, the result of the spread of some sort of microorganism in his lungs. I've applied the usual treatment and requested that he refrain from working and stop twice a day for observation. 164. This entire group showed up throughout the course of the day, displaying the same symptoms. They're remarkably similar to Dr. Peters' condition when he first came in a week ago. I hope we don't have a contagion. Update. Dr. Peters isn't responding to the treatment, or more accurately, his body is actively rejecting the treatment. His condition is worsened, and I'm on the cusp of ordering exploratory surgery. Do you do that? Another group with chills, a fever, and a terrible racking cough. I'm recommending that they be separated from the general populace. Not surgery, huh? Okay, Dr. Peters is dead. His vitals flatlined 10 minutes before he entered surgery. I decided to perform an autopsy immediately and discovered his lungs were filled with some sort of a fungal infection. Strangely, the fungus still shows evidence of growth despite the death of its hosts. I'll consult with my mycologist on the 5th level to see if they can identify it. Oh, the 5th level mycologists. Those guys have more experience. I don't really know how to describe what just happened. One minute I was closing up for the day, and the next Dr. Peters' corpse sat up and attacked me. I was able to flee the office and seal it inside the security until security arrived. But what the hell is going on? He just goes and calmly write that on his computer. Dear Diary, today Dr. Peters got up off the workbench and attacked me. He was dead, so this was pretty alarming. It would have been alarming anyway, but it was more alarming since he was dead. Dr. Peterson was a very rude zombie. We could have worked things out like gentlemen, but no, he wanted to feast on my brains. Exactly why, if you were going to turn into a plant man, why would you go violent? Do you still want to feast on brains? Wouldn't you want to feast on sunlight? And maybe, have bumblebees mate with your head? Maybe I just don't understand plant man culture. Maybe this whole thing, there was a big disagreement. They wanted voting rights, but they couldn't get the voting rights, so there was a violent zombie plant man uprising, and now we're seeing the results of that. Turns out that plant men don't govern very well on account of being zombies. That would make this whole thing like the I Am Legend story. The original one, not the one with Will Smith, you know? Where, I'm an intruding monster in their habitat, and I see you in there. I am planning ahead this time. This is why I have the frag mines. Yes, frag mines. Yep, there we go. Oh, don't worry, Lily, it'll be fine. We're just gonna hurt the plant man. Okay, here we go. Yep. Well, that didn't work. I try to be clever, I don't know. I'm gonna have to buy, a gigantic laser gun or something. I don't know. Frickin' stupid. It didn't even come out. Hey, you guys. I threw a grenade at you. Pay attention to me. I'm finding it really hard to take these guys seriously. I mean, they won't even come out of this place if I toss a grenade and blow up one of their friends. Come on. Get him, Lily. There's a little baby one. Of course, totally immune to the 22, but oh my gosh, that means there really is a society. They're mating and having children. What do they teach them? I will never know because Lily and I are going to kill them all. But maybe there really are honeybees somewhere around here. And those things on their backs, that's what they mate with. They get in their stamens and oh my gosh, that's gross. Ew, I thought they were power crystals. Oh man, it's good I wasn't collecting those things. I mean, I thought about it, sure, but now I realize that my zomble plant brethren should be respected just like everyone else. Just because you turn zomble doesn't mean that you're not a human being still. You're just a different race of human being, one that is considerably more disgusting and more deserving of being shot in the face. So, there we go. I think we can all say that we've learned something very valuable today, and part of that is that apparently these frag grenades do not have quite the explosion radius I thought they did. I thought those would clear out the whole room, but apparently no. Well, may as well go in with the... Oh, hello! Hi. Lily, you're up! Like always, I'll stand in the back. Actually, we may have to go back into town anyway, because I noticed that there's no doctor bags here, so I guess that they used up all the doctor bags to try to treat the zombieism. I mean, I went to the medical ward, but did they have anything? No. Why? I don't know. It's a big question. You would think that, doctor bag would be there. That would be right there in the medical ward. Apparently they had a baby carriage, which paints a much sadder picture for where the baby guy came from. Apparently, maybe it wasn't through mating. Well, not plant zombie mating. I'm starting to think that maybe, possibly, this technology here in Vault 22 maybe isn't exactly the key to saving the world? It could be. I mean, I'm not a scientist. Maybe if I hand it over to scientists, they'll know exactly what to do with this, but I sure as heck don't. Also, who do you suppose got in here and broke that computer and moved the furniture around? Because it looked like this place was sealed off. I don't see any plants or anything. Maybe the plant zombies come in here and just wreck the place a little bit? I like to think they have a proud warrior culture. Hello? Proud warrior plant zombies? This place has upright furniture. Is that an affront to your proud warrior culture? Can I have one of these dressers? Oh, hello. What are we upset about? Is there more plant zombies up there? I don't see any. Wait a minute. Go get them, Lily. You're sneaky. Oh my gosh, it's a giant Venus flytrap! I do not know how that thing is staying structurally stable. But now it's just a giant cockroach argument all over again. Oh, here we go. More plants. Surely more plant zombies. That's how it always goes. Hello! Plant zombies! Just run out here and get killed by Lily. I don't want to... Oh, there's no one in here. Okay. Well, that's good. There's no one in here, Lily. All clear. I have done a good job. I have done recon. So what is this thing? Yeah, forget it. Oh, ow, ow! What? Oh no! Oh, okay, Lily's got it. I did recon Lily. I reconned that plant guy right out of hiding. Hang on, I'm gonna help. Maybe I'm gonna help with the machete. Because it's... Yeah. Well, okay, look, you got it. You got it. Yeah, you definitely got it. But, yeah. Go, go! Go, go! Yeah! If you need anything like a glass of water, or like a insight into your shoes, I'm here. So, okay. Let's go have a look up here. Spore plant. Okay, I wonder if that's where the spores are coming from that make everyone sick? Oh, I see you. And you're not very perceptive, so here we go. Frag grenade! Yeah. For goodness sake, would something besides me just die from an explosion? Just one thing, a praying mantis survives a dynamite explosion better than I do. How can everything be so good at absorbing that kind of shock? Seriously, I'm just gonna buy an anti-material rifle. Oh, what is this? He's not even scratched. Go get him, Lily. You scratch him up. It takes Lily 3 hits, but it would take me like 5 grenades. If I hadn't stolen all my grenades, each one would cost me money, and every one takes a little bit more weight in my backpack. I think the cost effectiveness is worse than guns, I think that maybe the weight effectiveness is worse than guns, and I'm still limited by how far I can throw the things based on my strength. They don't seem to cause any kind of disorientation or panic in the enemy, they just stand there and let it explode. And it never seems like they're standing around in a group, so I don't see how the area of effect makes that big of a difference. Gosh, the guy who used to have this bed must have been very sweaty. There's nothing good in these dressers. Lily, this whole place is just one big jip. And grenades are a jip. And my 22 silenced pistol is a jip. Everything is a jip. And now jip is a funny word. Jip, 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 jip. Well, I haven't seen any signs of any kind of information explaining where the zombie people came from. Everyone just got sick. Probably came from the air vents from what I was reading. But I don't know who's pumping this crap into the air vents. It's a really good question there. But what's really weird is that all the accounts come from diary entries. But not diary entries from, like, common citizens, but from, like, doctors and stuff. In their medical reports. On a medical journal, you'd expect to find, like, a medical journal, you know? Like, today I opened up the whatever part of the body and I looked inside and this is what I found. These are the results. We did some testing. It turns out this was gram-positive or gram-negative. It'd be full of technical stuff. And I know that would be boring to read, but then you'd go on and you find, like, the doctor's wife would say, today, my husband came home and he was covered in scratches and bite marks. We got another computer. Dear technical report, today there were zombies in the air ducts. Dear technical report, today there were minor discrepancies in the massive air being pumped through the vault. No harmful gases were detected. Also, strange residue was detected on the zombies that we found in the air filters, which has been forwarded for identification. Swapped out the filters just in case. And there we go, that's actually how all the technical reports on the zombie apocalypse should sound. Personal accounts will be different, but hey, if you've got a medical journal, you better be writing about medical stuff. And it's good to see that the Sparky generator Tesla things are still working. That's always good. Oh, a flamer. I bet that would be more useful than this gun I got. Fuel. More fuel. I wonder who just left this laying around. Maybe they turned into a zombie and ran off after they dropped it. Of course, there is that rule I read about with zombies and fire, and it's that if you set a zombie on fire, now you've still got a zombie and it's on fire. Because, you know, it's not like fire's gonna instantly kill a zombie. It's not like fire has any stopping power. Still, though, these are plant zombies, and I've never read anything about plant zombies, so maybe they're weak to fire. Like, they just burn right up. If they're dried out, that is, where are these zombies getting water from? How are they staying hydrated? I know that one in the bathroom is probably good, but how are the rest of these guys living? Oh, also, if they're zombies and all their essential functions have stopped, except for their ability to attack me, how come they can still attack me? Because shouldn't the fluid, the synovial fluid in their joints, shouldn't that all be dried up and gone? So it should be like they have, like, arthritis, kinda? Like they shouldn't be able to move because they don't have any lubrication in their joints. They're like, their elbows are all dried out. And also, too, other parts, there's all kinds of, like, stuff to make your body lubricated and function correctly so that you're not all stiff and, you know, it's like, do they get rigor mortis when you get infected with zombie disease? Do they have bones still? Because your skeleton gets replaced throughout your life, you know, I mean, like, little osteocytes inside you, they replace your skeleton so you stay healthy. And I guess that stops when you're dead, so do they just not get a new skeleton, or does the old one go away? And if there is no skeleton, then what do they use for a skeleton instead? And where do they get the energy to fire off their muscles well enough like people? I mean, you know, your muscles work on actin and myofibrils and stuff like that, and those require normal living people cell things. I mean, you get the little actin bridges, and they reach out and they grab onto a thing, and then boom, tough actin, and it pulls in your muscles. You know, it's all very scientific. The more I think about it, I start to think that maybe the plant zombies are not really practical. I'm starting to think that if they're just, like, growing into plants, that they should probably have more unusual growth than just the power crystals on their back. And also, I think that there is maybe no way I'm gonna eat any of the food here. I am not gonna touch the stuff in this kitchen. Even though we are pretty sure by now that the stuff that made everyone sick was airborne, so we're probably already doomed. Lily, if I develop a cough, just kill me. Well, they've got billiards, so that's cool. One good thing about living in the vault. And another terminal, probably for Billiards Diary. Dear Billiards Diary, today zombies, what the heck? I guess no one will miss this ridiculous trivia game. The questions weren't even that hard. Oh good, she told us what she erased. This is where most of the reports, da-da-da-da-da. I'm going to see if I can convert some of the glow lamps into UV spectrometers to test for... Keeley, you are just spouting pseudoscience right out of your butt. Let's see, entry 9. After numerous attempts, I found a range that highlights the particles in the air that I believe killed everyone in this vault. Preliminary tests show them to be spores of some kind. I've set up spectrometers on several of the levels, and the concentration appears to increase in the lower levels. At this point, I'm concerned that the plants here may constitute a danger to the people of the NCR. She went down into the lower levels and then came upstairs to the billiards room to add 2 diary entries? Why didn't you just put everything on the lower level computers? Why is Keeley putting all of her research data on random Oh hey, free soda. I'm sure that's safe. But yes! Keeley, why are you putting all of your research data on random computers throughout the place? And of all things, just to tell us that you somehow used the UV lights to inspect for spores? And how did you even do that? See, that's what you need to write. How did you convert the UV lights? So that way we can maybe replicate your studies. Keeley is the worst researcher. How does she even know that she's looking at spores in the air? How does she know she's not just looking at dust particles? I mean, it's just like a UV light. And for that matter, it would have been nice if she'd written what possessed her to decide to convert the UV light. I mean, is that standard procedure when you suspect spores in the air? How come the doctors here didn't know to do that? Is it a post-apocalyptic methodology? No, wait, no, it couldn't be a post-apocalyptic methodology because otherwise then the UV lights wouldn't be able to be converted over to the medical purpose. Frickin' Keeley, she is so full of crap. I used the UV lights to reverse the spin of the Earth and caused gravity to fall in on itself, which caused a time portal. I would write more about how that actually happened, but I have to get back to researching. Of course, I won't write any more notes on this computer. Oh, and my only device for recording data is broken. So, you'll have to look further into the dangerous vault to find more data. I don't think Keeley has any better idea what she's supposed to be researching than I am. And I think I'm probably doing the better amount of research, even though I'm not recording anything. I mean, at least I took a thing with me. Some food additives, which may or may not be extremely dangerous. And also, I'm lost. I'm not really sure where else I should be looking. I think I've explored this whole area. I'm probably missing one stupid little room. But I didn't see anything too influential. It's the overseer's office. I've been in there. Curses, I've been foiled by my terrible sense of direction. Here's the bathroom. It's Berlin all over again! So, okay, it would be nice if Keeley maybe gave some kind of explanation on what she did. There's the stairs. I don't want that. Those are blocked off. There's this elevator. Says I need a high repair skill to get down there. So surely there must be another way. Well, for now, I guess I'll just go back to civilization and treat my injuries. Maybe look for a better gun. And I'll come up with a new plan when I come back. We'll figure it out next week. Thanks for playing with me, everybody.